Now they heard you blowing up like nitro. Now they want to stick a knife through your windpipe slow. See students in detention, comedian André Mulligan, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, man. We gotta address a lot. We definitely have to address a lot because it's at that time that just where we at right now. Just where we at when you looking at the hate, where you at when you looking at the conscious mind, when you look at what's going on out here. Like if you really look at what's going on out here, it's so much because you don't understand the fact that everybody is in danger. It's not just men, it's not just women, it's not just black men. It is just people are in literally clearly danger. And you look at what happened in Texas where an 18-year-old kid, he a kid. He go into a school. He makes it past 3 armed police guards. You're telling me what's you I got you. He like, no, they tripping out here, Dad. All right. But he makes it past 3 police officers. How that happened? You know what I'm saying? How do an 18-year-old boy make it past 3 police officers? 3. It wouldn't matter. Y'all went to school for this. Y'all went to school. This 18-year-old, who is at fault here, man? You sitting up here telling me that the police isn't at fault here? They're not at fault? You had one job. Defend the public. You had one job to defend the public. I understand. But at the same time, if it was a unarmed black man, he wouldn't even got near that school. He would have got shot. He would have been dead. Yes, they killed this kid. He's Hispanic. They killed him. Yeah, he definitely wasn't going to live. We knew this. We all know this. They're not taking any person of color alive. It's over. You done. Suicide mission. You got to go. What is he doing? No, he didn't put his arms up. Man, shoot him. Bow. Why? Did he just put his arms up? But he don't got a gun. Shoot him. That's the danger. Bow. Caught him. We are in imminent danger when it comes to what's going on out here, and we don't know how to defend this. We can't defend this. We can't protect. We still trying to get protection ourselves. Now we got these kids. It's bad in the black community when it comes to gun. I remember going on this TV show. And I'm sitting up here arguing with what is his name? Willie. I can't believe I've done this. We all humans here, okay? We all are. What is dude's name? Oh man, I forgot dude's name. Damn, I was always hitting dude's name. This is the first. So my apologies, man, for not even being prepared because I wasn't planning on saying this, but you still gotta always have that information. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta always be ready, you gotta always be prepared, you gotta always expect the unexpected, man. That's why I started understanding that I'm in fear. And it ain't no subjective fear, it's a fear of stage, it's a fear of just letting people down. I have a fear of that. I have a huge fear. A lot of people didn't know that I have stage fright. You know, my stage fright comes from dancing, man. It came from being a male stripper and how them women look at you if you not ready. They goddamn, they look at you like you ain't shit. You go out there, them women, they critiquing you soon as you look at him. Ugh. They can't wait to keep their dollars in their pocket. They can't wait to keep their dollars in their pocket. Y'all think y'all look, I made money. The only reason why I made money at my mail reviews is because I was the one that made the show. So I basically threw a party and they came out. But when it came to the tipping, when it came to them like making it rain, they didn't even make it drizzle, okay? They didn't even make it spree dazzle. These businesses kept their money. No spadazzle, no nothing, dog. No nothing. No nothing. I used to see them out there like, hey, Romeo, how you doing? Man, I'm doing good, but you ain't do nothing but tip me maybe $7 the other day. Is that it? Is that all you tip me? $7? I was dying out that bitch. Dying out there. Just boom, dying out that bitch. But son, I say this because I'm a victim of gun violence. You know what I'm saying? I am a victim of gun violence, and there was no protest for me. There was no protest. There was no outreach. There was no therapy. They ain't have me talk to nobody. I was shot in my head at 16. Ain't nobody talk to me. Nobody. Matter of fact, I was in school Monday defending myself for getting shot. You ain't get shot. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. How you get shot? You tell me how you got shot. You ain't in a wheelchair. Is he in a wheelchair? He ain't in no goddamn wheelchair. He ain't in no wheelchair. So you must be lying. You must be lying. You're not in a wheelchair. Look at this. He's a liar, y'all. He's a liar. He's a liar. That's what defending yourself over getting shot. Yeah, man, they came out, because I never exaggerated me getting shot because it happened the way I said it. Some people like, yes, I'm sitting out there, man. I'm talking to like 25 bitches, right? They all in my face, like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good. What's up? What's up? Some dude start hating. He talking crazy. I'm like, man, what you gonna do? What is he gonna do? He ain't gonna do nothing to a pimp. He ain't gonna do nothing to a player. And I wipe myself, and he comes over and he puts the gun to my head. And I turn around and say, you ain't ready for this. And I dug down. Pow! Shot! I fall to the ground, but when I fell to the ground, I just looked amazed. I felt like, what are you doing? Boom. And I stood back up. And when I stood back up, I took off. But I ain't take off like running. I started floating. And it's butterflies everywhere. It's just butterflies everywhere. And I'm flying up out there. But you look at me now, you look at myself, and you say, hey, I'm alive because I was just a genius. No, nigga, I got shot. Is sorry to go into the story. I don't know why I went there. But I got kicked. I think I got kicked by a mafia dude. I think because the way he did it, you know what I'm saying? He put the gun to my head in front of 10 people. He trying to Frank Lucas me. Hey. You sons, let me tell you something. No, but he was Hispanic. So, hey, blew your head off. No, it wasn't. He didn't say shit, dog. He said nothing. Look, bruh, look. I ain't deserve to get shot. I ain't deserve to get shot. I ain't deserve that at all. Now, when y'all realize why now, when y'all realize that I talk too much and I be arguing with people and I be like, man, whatever. Because I know you ain't about to shoot me. Because you saying shit. If you gonna shoot me, you just gonna shoot me. If you talking back, I'm like, man, I ain't worried about this shit. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga. What in your face? What in your face? I literally I literally understand that some of y'all don't realize the reason why it should not be everybody should have a gun. Period. Everybody should have a gun. Everybody. You got to defend yourself. You have to defend yourself. And these people out here, man, and they crazy, dog. I'm talking about 12, 13, 14 years old. Yes, they should have a gun. Nigga, if this the old West, they will have a gun. They need a gun. It's not safe out here. Now, the whole thing is about responsibility. We got to train each other. We got to train. We got to make sure people know. We got to make sure people know how to defend themselves. We need to be doing like China. Everybody over here need to be learning shit. We nigga, whole nation. We need to be ready. You don't see this shit in other countries, man. You don't see this in other countries. You don't see that. Yeah, they say the weapon of choice switches and stuff like that, but we got to do this shit like it's weird because I wouldn't say communism, but when it comes to defending the people, it should be like communism. I take communism stance on crime. I take America's independence and freedom to a certain extent, and I take Switzerland's government. There's Swedish government. Swedish. Which one of them are real rich and nice to everybody? One of them. But we can't. Dude. This 18-year-old that been playing Call of Duty. This 18-year-old kid that been playing Ghost Recon. He been whooping ass up. Hey, nigga, y'all need to start checking these niggas Twitch page. Nigga, we start checking these Twitch pages, nigga. Hey, any kids out here just killing them on Twitch, he fucking crazy. He's suicidal. You can't go in his room. His mom done cut the Wi-Fi off, and he fucking mad. I'm gonna kill everybody, every goddamn body in this fucking world. Nigga, cut my video game off. What the fuck? It's the video games, man. What you talking about, man? It ain't the music. It's the video games fucking these kids up, man. That's all it is, man. It's these videos games. See, checking their fucking. I'm telling you, dog. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm telling you, I think I'm playing. Hey man, these motherfuckers will kill you, man. These niggas, y'all think they playing? Y'all think that y'all really think these motherfuckers out here crazy? Motherfuckers out here crazy is crazy. These motherfuckers out here. Nigga, we gotta have a gun. You nigga, what nigga? Telling you, dog. I'm surprised I don't keep a gun on me all the time, man. I'm surprised, man. Because in Louisville, I kept my gun. In Louisville, I kept my gun. Now I gotta keep it in the house. But at first, I had a gun in my car. I had it when I first moved out here. Shit. I'm in Cali. And I remember driving down the street, nigga cut me off. He was talking crazy. He said, nigga, I said, nigga, boy. Let me show you something, nigga. Let me show you something, nigga. This nigga went like, yeah. Hey, I pulled my gun out. I swear to God, dog. The first week in California, I'm in Irvine, California. I'm driving on the freeway, and this car is speeding. I'm talking about gone. I'm talking about gone, bro. So I jump over I stay in my lane. This nigga almost hits me, and then he jumps over. He started talking shit. Now, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Nigga, I ain't coming out to the West Coast. They come to the richest part of California to let a nigga talk crazy to me. Talk crazy to me. Like, no, nigga, it's not happening. So he talk crazy. He run his mouth. I was like, all right, nigga, I'm about to show this nigga this gun. He keep fucking with me, nigga. Because I'm in a small Nissan Versa. Now, I was in my Audi, and this nigga is in I'm in my Audi, and this nigga is in this Suburban Expedition. Now I pull my gun up, nigga, like, yeah, bitch, yeah, look at this, nigga. Nigga, what? Man, this nigga went. Nigga put this gun on his back. I was like, what the fuck are you, nigga? I was like, man, let me slow down. Let me slow down, because this nigga about to kill me. This nigga about to kill me. I was so mad. Hey, nigga, that's when I realized, nigga, you can't keep nigga, you gotta kill a nigga. You can't just pull a gun out, nigga. You gotta shoot him. You gotta shoot him. You can't just show a nigga. Nigga, what? Did you just show me? Oh, that's all he did? Oh, because people do that. People don't realize that. People just show. That's why when I got shot, I didn't know Mexicans, right? I didn't know how Mexicans got down. I'm used to Ricky Ricardo, on TV. I ain't never seen a Mexican. I ain't never seen that. They seem very nice to me that I know on TV. So I wasn't even tripping. So this nigga running it. I mean, this nigga, he ain't running it. They just trying to fight out of nowhere. And he goes in the hallway. He comes back with his gun. And I'm like, man, get away from me with that gun. Nigga, what? Nigga, I'm from the west side. I swear to God, I'm through the west side. Nigga, I'm from the west side. West side? That nigga pulled that gun out, nigga. Pow! Man, something told me duck. I went like it. Pow! I was like, oh shit. Nigga, when I tell you I fainted like a bitch, I was like, no, it wasn't like that. I went like it. Oh shit, this nigga shot me. I was looking at the nigga like, when he shot me, I looked up. I want to know, nigga. Nigga, you did it. Hey, brother. Hey, dog. That is why people's eyes be wide open when they die, right? Because when that nigga shot me, I swear to God, I looked at the nigga like, I'm like, oh, this nigga shot me. I fucking see you, nigga. I see you. It ain't nothing y'all can do though, unless y'all. It was 10 people out there. It was 10 people out there. But this is it's the thing. The thing about it is it was 8 black girls, right? It was black white girls. It was black white girls. A white black girl. Okay. Hey, so look, real talk. So the people that I got shot in front of, hey, how you doing? What's up, ma? Hey, so I'm telling this story about me getting shot. I'm telling you this story about getting shot because the reason why this is titled "Hate" is how do we deal with what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying, with the gun violence out here, because I am a gun violence victim. So as a gun violence victim, You know, I know that people will kill you. I know people will shoot you. I know people will take you out of here, and people don't know that. But hey, man, there's some crazy motherfuckers out here. So the reason why I'm laughing is because I be talking cash shit to people, but I can fight. I can back it up. But I talk cash shit because I know you ain't gonna do nothing because you talking. You know what I'm saying? The dude that shot me, the Mexican dude that shot me, he ain't say a word to me. He ain't say nothing. He ain't talk. He ain't say nothing. He ain't give me no words. The nigga walked in the hallway, came back out, pulled his gun out, and shot me straight in. Like literally, pulled his gun out in the hallway. I came to the belief that Dre, you could have ran. He came down the stairs. I'm looking at him. I'm like, nigga, he ain't gonna do nothing. Nigga, get away from me with that gun. I'm talking cash shit to this nigga. Nigga, you ain't gonna do nothing. Nothing. Man, this nigga put this gun to my head. Pow! I was like, oh, this nigga really shot me. And what I did is I turned and looked. Like it, so I was like, when they talk about when people die, you gotta close their eyes. It's like, cause nigga, you did. It's like a motherfucker stab you, and they stab you. They was like, nigga, I see you. I see y'all. He did it, but that's the fucked up reality is you're going to look at a motherfucker in their face if they harm you, if they hurt you, if they kill you. But the sad part about me, when I got shot, the dude kicked me right after because I fell to the ground. I didn't need to fall. I could have stayed up. But I think if I stayed up, reality is he probably would have shot me boom, 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 like that. So when I fell to the ground, he kicked me. And this nigga kicked me so fucking hard, I flew back. Like I flew back like a motherfucking Avenger. Nigga, like, oh shit. Nigga kicked me, and it was a straight kick. Bow. And he kicked me, he had cowboy boots on, and literally kicked me right here in my chest. I got a mark on my chest. I got a mark on my chest before the nigga kicked me. He kicked me that hard. I mean, for real. And I thought he was going to bust at the ground, but he didn't shoot at the ground. I got up and I started running and I heard it. Pow! I was like, oh, this nigga is mad at me. I'm like, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. Literally, I ain't do nothing. I was like, dude, what the fuck I do? What? What? Oh shit, this nigga mad. And I slipped and fell again. Pow! When I fell again, it was right when he shot again. Pow! I was like, oh man. I don't know what it is, but the thing is, I never used to tie my shoes. So I slipped out of my first Reebok. I had a blue Reeboks, and then I slipped out of the other one. Boom! I slipped out of these blue Reeboks. And I remember I had this Tommy shirt on. I had this fuchsia Tommy shirt on that I never wore. And every time I would go to wear the shirt, some shit would happen, right? So I was like, I'm running and I feel like I had this camouflage rag on my head and I feel like blood just dripping down my back. And I run and I look at my brother. My brother's right across from me. And we look at each other like, nigga, that nigga shot you. It's like, fuck. Nigga, I just take off running barefooted. I don't know if if y'all ever ran barefooted, but the significance to This Is America video when he running at the end barefooted with a shirt. Like that's how I was running down this black way, this apartment way. I'm just running. Nigga, I'm gone. Nigga, I'm like, I got to get far away from this guy. And I run into this dairy mart, and it's all these white people in there. And when I ran in there, you would have thought they thought I was gonna rob them, right? They just looked at me like, oh shit. And I run in there because I got this camo on, I got this beautiful pink shirt on, some jogging pants, They just Oh shit, my sound stopped working. I'm sorry. Damn, my man. My now somebody was listening to me, man. My shit. I hate when it does that. Sorry about that, man. So if you missed this, you will be able to watch it on my YouTube if you missed this. No, I'm on my Facebook too, and for some reason the sound cuts off sometimes. Like on it just does it out of nowhere. It does it. Sorry about that, Michelle, man. But you can watch it on YouTube. But you know, it's I don't I say get a weapon. Get you a gun. You know what I'm saying? Get you be you gotta protect yourself. Don't be out here like my mom. I'm gonna tell you this though. My mom has a gun. I don't think my mom should have a gun because she pulls her gun out on everybody. You know what I'm saying? My mom will pull her gun out in a second on you. That's why people don't, you know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't think a nigga would shoot me. Because I watch older people, they don't shoot. They better get back. You better get back. And you're like, oh shit, they pulled a gun out on me. All right, keep pulling your gun. That's all you used to hear, man. They always pulling the gun out. They used to hear, oh nigga, they always pulling their gun out. They always pulling their gun out. Nigga, you always pulling your gun out. Damn. And I'm telling you, it was really, I thought it to me it was really that bad. To me, it was a it was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It was bullshit what they would do, how they would pull their guns out, how they would act. And growing up in the hood, you would hear when people would get shot. Like my cousin Jamari got shot for throwing snowballs, right? He got shot and killed in 94, 93 for throwing snowballs at a car. And the nigga shot him. Nigga got out the car and shot him. No, it's like pulled around, shot him, right? It's when you get I grew up where everybody I know knew somebody that got shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? But also, I only knew me and like another person that got shot and we lived through it. You know what I'm saying? We lived through it. Like, what happened, nigga? I got shot. Oh shit, what happened, nigga? I got shot too. Where you get shot? Nigga, I got shot in my arm, my leg, my nigga, my back. This nigga, I got shot in my head. Oh! Nigga, you got shot in the head? Yup. And it was like that, it was like a power. It was a superpower. I didn't know I was supposed to get protected. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was supposed to go to therapy and to counseling. And when you look at that, when you look at shit like that that happened to me, they ain't give me counseling, they ain't give me therapy. Nigga, I could be out here being a suicidal, crazy maniac, killing people because I got a reason to. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, you don't got a reason to kill nobody, hurt nobody. No, you don't, but you do. You don't, but you do. You know what I'm saying? Because people are valid out here. People will hurt you. People will harm you. People will put you in harm's way. If you can't protect yourself, then what? Then you defenseless. Then you, oh shit. Like I said, people, nigga, I gotta write this. It's so we'll blame these adults, man. These adults, man. I remember I watched this shit happen. This is what y'all don't understand. I watched all this bullshit happen. And what I mean is, I remember when they stopped giving ass whoopings out here. I remember when they said no more ass whooping to the kids. As soon as they did that, school shootings. Soon as they did that, all these kids start fucking wilding out. They start wilding out. Man. As soon as they took them belts up out them parents' head, and the teachers used to be able to whoop ass. They took that shit away, nigga. I was in the generation where they were whooping ass, and then they was like, oh, we can't whoop y'all ass no more. Y'all gonna be fucked up. That's what they said. And that's what happened. Some of us got fucked up, and then when it came down, their kids got fucked up because they was like, I don't want to be my parent. Nigga, your parent kind of saves you, man. You know what I'm saying? Your parents kind of saved you. Some of y'all been saved because of that ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all been saved because of an ass whooping, and that's the thrill of getting the ass whooping. I appreciate it. I appreciate the ass whooping. I tell my mama this all the time. I don't like how my mama talked to me, but I appreciate the ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? People don't respect an honest, good ass whooping. I ain't talking about slave ass whooping. I'm talking about, hey, what's up, video lady? I'm talking about real ass whoopings. And you know something? When we look at the factor that they said in the Bible, you spoil the rod, you spoil the child. It had much to do about people thinking they get their needs. It's people knowing that people ain't gonna there's no repercussions to doing what you do. My mom used to whoop ass on sight. Whoop ass on sight. Anywhere, everywhere, nigga. I've been whooped everywhere. I didn't hear my ass whooped. Hold on, let me tap in. What's up, video lady? Like ass on sight, no matter where you were, you got your ass whooped. And you know, son, I was honestly cool with that. What's up? How we doing?
I'm doing really well. How about yourself?
I am doing well, man.
I just jumped on and I heard you talking about ass whoopings. Is that the topic today?
The topic is hate. The topic is hate and the factor of how much people hate each other and how much people are at liberty to die because people have all these guns, and a lot of us don't have guns. And I'm saying this as a gunshot victim, survivor. You know, I was shot in my head, and I talked about everything that kind of broke down. Like one of the major things is how I was raised, right? I was not raised to shut the fuck up, you know? So if I was raised to shut the fuck up, be quiet, when you're in imminent danger, you need to leave, you need to do this. I put myself at fault when I got shot because we could have easily walked away. Me and my brother could have left, but we was there trying to be hard, trying to be, you know, badasses. Oh, whatever. It caused me to put my ass, or as they say, write a check that your ass couldn't cash. You know what I'm saying? And the guy,
your pride speak for you. Your pride was talking that day.
Pride was talking like hell. Pride was some white women out there. I ain't never hit a white girl. I was like, hey, you about to see me, because it was a win-win and lose for me that day. You know what I'm saying? Right. The win-win was I could have got shot and survived. You know what I'm saying? I could have missed. The guy could have walked away with the gun and not shot me. I could have been like, yeah, he a bitch, he a hoe. Yeah, he ain't shoot me. I know. That's why I told you he wasn't gonna do nothing. I could have been that guy too, or I could have been dead. You know what I'm saying?
Or you could have did what you said. I raised my boys to walk away and live another day. All right, because at the end of the day, I can't hug pride. You can't hug pride. Yeah. Pride don't keep you comforted when you go to bed at night. So all that I need to be hard shit is out the window, because at the end of the day, it's only gonna be you with you at the end of the day.
And that's it.
Only you with you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. And that's the thing, though. A lot of people don't know. And I got shot protecting my brother. So I was protecting my big brother, and I was saying this earlier because I'm almost off now. I always been a big little brother. Always been the big little brother. I'm taking the ass whooping, mama. I'm the one that did it, not bruh, because my brother was high yellow light skinned, and when my mom would whoop him, he would have bruises. You know what I'm saying? So I always protected my brothers and my cousins. Like, I always protected people because I was like, nigga, I can fight and walk away, or I can take an ass whooping, but I never was taking ass whoopings. So when the guy came out with the gun, I really deflected all the attention towards me because my brother's 6'5". I was 5'8" at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I could not imagine him getting shot because I don't think he could have survived. I honestly don't think my brother.
You know, it's so funny how people. Oh, hold on. Let me take this Wi-Fi off because I don't know if it's you or me.
Oh, that was me. Go ahead. Sorry. No, that was you. What she do? Hold on, girl. You gonna have to click off and come back on. There you go. She'll request me back. You know, but it's son, it's what people don't realize about guns is guns work so many different ways because the fear of seeing a gun is what make people kind of run, right? That's the wild west. You show me your gun, I show you my gun. Gun, okay. Shoot, nope. You shoot, nope. Okay, we gonna walk away. Just know that I got a gun. That's how, boom, I got a gun, you got a gun. I got a gun, you got a gun. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know, I'm used to older people, not old people, but older people pulling guns and not using them. Nigga, you just pulling, y'all get back. Nigga, you ain't gonna shoot nobody. My Uncle Junie used to pull his gun out all the time. Nigga, you ain't gonna shoot it. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how a lot of shit happens when black people see people with guns. That's why people do more drive-bys and stuff like that, because most people don't have the heart to pull a gun out and shoot a nigga on plain sight. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people ain't gonna, like the Frank Lucas, the nigga that shot me, the Mexican dude that shot me, never said a word. He never said a word.
Well, from where I'm from, I was always told if you're gonna pull a gun, you better use it.
Better use it, yeah.
That's what I was always told. However, I also don't. Right now, things are just so crazy in this world.
Right.
Well, in this country, I'm not even gonna stay in this world because I have a problem.
Right.
With all this stuff that is going on, I mean, the blacks have been getting shot up every day. We killing each other on just stupidity.
Right.
On a daily.
Right.
As a people, as a culture, we're just constantly we're doing the work that the man wants done anyway.
Right.
So that's the one stupid thing that we're doing.
Right.
That I wish we can get that mentality. We don't own enough shit to be out here killing each other over.
Right. Definitely.
You know, we just don't. Right. So we need to stop doing that.
Right.
But other countries, and I lived in other countries, I lived overseas, they do not have these issues.
Right.
And if we was to, but it ain't gonna happen because the almighty dollar is more mightier than people these days.
Right. Right.
You know, so I don't know if that's where you were trying to go with it, but it's like, I get it. I shoot. I shoot. I you know, but I think, you know, and then they keep trying to say it's mental health. It ain't about mental health.
I think that. No,
because let me
go ahead.
Tell you
go
why.
ahead.
Let me tell you why.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me tell you why. And I say this all the time.
Yes, ma'am.
You and I've talked a few times. I've listened to you talk. As we speak to each other on a daily, we sound like we are of sound mind.
Uh-huh.
We sound like we got ourselves together.
Okay.
But on the most part, if I am in a fight with you, and I'm in a fight, verbal or whatever, and I don't like what you say, or I don't like the way you looked at me, now because I have the one up, because I got a piece on me, I'm going to let my piece do the talking.
Okay.
I'm not going to let my sound mind do the talking for me. That got nothing to do with mental health. It got to do with me not knowing how to diffuse a situation smart way.
Okay.
That's what that's about. There may be a little bit of mental health, but here's the statistic. Most people with mental health get shot more so than pull the gun to shoot. And that's a statistic. That's real.
I'll say this.
Okay.
I'll say this. I was going through some of my darkest times in the last few months, dealing with my craft, dealing with where I was at. Even though I looked on surface, I looked like everything was amazing. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what people are dealing with inside, because the power is one of those things where the power of prayer helped me. the power of prayer, really making sure that I manifested better things in myself. But I was going through a dark time, and it had nothing to do with my wife. It had nothing to do with nothing. It had nothing to do with nobody.
Right.
It was where I was at in my life. And when you look at what's going on right now, you got grown ass people working at McDonald's. They don't like that shit. So there's no jobs, but there's no jobs for the kids. And kids, parents are mad and taking it out on the kids because they working at fucking McDonald's. Kids' jobs are McDonald's, are Disneyland, are Six Flags. There's no summer jobs. There's no pools open. There's nothing for them to do but sit at home and play video games because their parents aren't working regular 9-to-5 jobs anymore. Like I said, KFC, McDonald's, Disneyland,
okay,
and a lot of them.
I'm going to sound like an asshole.
Go ahead.
I'm going to sound like an asshole.
Go ahead.
I really am.
Go ahead.
All right. And whose fault is that?
It's a mental health. It's an adult thing. It is adults.
I want to ask that question is because with all this education and knowledge out here that you can go and get, it ain't the same like before. Like right now, if anybody wants a job in technology, I have a number where you can call. They will give you a grant so you can learn this.
Okay.
They are giving out grants to do these things right now. The problem is we don't go for the things. It might be a little bit harder for you to understand, but you have to apply yourself if you want better in your life. You just do. There's too much. There may have been a time when I can say, oh man, I don't want to be working at McDonald's all the time because the knowledge wasn't out there like it is today. All right? And even back then when it wasn't, I lived in a library. I was a bookworm. Yes. I always discerned, I want to know. I want to know. That was me. So you have to have that in you too.
You do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
some people sit around and just make excuses for why their life is so wrong.
Right.
But you have to apply yourself. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying is the mental health part comes from them not having the security, the luxuries that they feel that they should have in this life. No. And they don't have to go and get it. So, because, like they say, a man who has a family, if he can't uphold take care of his family, that does something to his spirit. That does something to his mind because he doesn't feel, I'm not the man. How can I be the man when I can't provide for my family? My baby's crying and need milk and I can't even go buy milk. I get that. I get it. All right? But even my son's father, before he was shot and killed. And I didn't always have, I've always been somewhat comfortable, but I had the pride too, where I didn't want to call on my family to say, Mom, I need money for this and that. So when my baby was born and I was like, babe, my breast ain't pumping enough milk today and we need some food, blah, blah, blah. He'd be like, okay, babe, I'll be right back. But you know what he would do? He would grab his clippers, go out and cut some heads, and bam, he came back with some Pampers. So he didn't just sit there and be like, oh, well, I don't know what we're going to do. Wrap a towel on the baby ass. No, he went out, grabbed his clippers, went and cut some hair, came back, bam. We got some rice, and now we got some Pampers and some milk for the other child. So it's all a choice. Or he could have did the other stupid thing. Let me go rob some gangbang. He didn't do that. He had a family it's about a choice.
I think
anything you do in life is about a choice.
I think it definitely is about the choice. I don't think I'm reviewing the fact that it is about choice. What I'm saying is a lot of people have a lot of mental health conditions, dealing with family trauma, dealing with molestation, dealing with rape, dealing with sodomy, dealing with education, dealing with discrimination, dealing with those kind of, a lot of people never was a mental health. When people talk about mental health, things change I think for me, things changed when I moved away from the church and being able to go to the church and being around church people. And people can easily say church is your temple, is where you live, church is where you live, but some people do need to go around other people when they worship. So I think those are things, but also when you look at, a lot of people got so much stuff that they need to unpack. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. So I think the hate is coming from so many different sides now. It's not just, oh, I'm poor. because people can be rich and have money and still be fucked up. So I think some people are looking at, oh, what a person don't have money. What do people do have money? Look at Bill Cosby. Look at what Bill Cosby done. When you look at shit like that, you have to ask yourself, what the fuck is wrong with people that will drug women and make them have sex with you? So that's a mental health issue. So what happened, Bill? What happened? Did you get raped? Was you going through your frat? And that was something you had to do. Like, we got to figure out what happened to Bill Cosby, or what happened to R. Kelly, or what happened to Harvey Weinstein. Where's the hate? Because now they created. It's a tower.
They got to understand the crime. That was a crime of power, and rape is a crime of power. You got to understand what rape is.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I've been raped. I get it. I know. Yes, I understand it. But I also did not allow my life to be defined by that one person's indiscretion. Right. That was on him. It had nothing to do with me. I did nothing wrong. Right. That was particularly on that particular person's mind. So I will not carry the victim sign ever. Right. I won't see, and that's the thing too. That's a choice too. Right. And again, don't get me wrong, because I hear what you're saying. As a Black people, we do have a lot. We have PTSD. Right. We got problems and issues. Right. We've gone through hell and back, and we're still living there. Right. We are. Right. Okay. But I always say, we pity the child and condemn the adult. Right. That's my saying for mental health. Right. We pity the child and condemn the adult, because everything that you're saying, as a child, I've gone through some shit. You've gone through some shit. People gone through some shit. Right. But now, if I did not go and deal with my issues, or learn from them, or re-educate myself, or whatever, not just saying me, I'm saying as a person. Yes. You just grow up a grown adult with the same people. Problems. Because people look at you and say, oh, you should have known better. How? I was still never taught better. Right. I don't know no better because I don't know. Right. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm ignorant to that cause. Right. You understand? Because if you don't know, that's what ignorant is. People think when you say ignorant, you're being trying to put them down. It's a fact. If I don't know it, that's what it is. It's called I'm ignorant to that cause. Right. You know what I had to look at, and I had to break it down like this. So, as many women that I had sex with growing up, right? And I started having sex at the age of 12. And I remember my first real kind of girl being 25, and I was 15. And I was with her. So, beautiful woman. She was 10 years older than me. I'm 15. She's 25. After that, every girl after that was like 24, 26, 27. I'm still 15, then 16. Women always took care of me. But at a certain point, girls that were my age that I had sex with, it was a one-time thing. Boom, one time, boom, one time. As many girls I led on. As many girls I thought was with me that I cheated on, that probably have insecurity issues to this day, because I was having sex because I couldn't go to bed alone. I didn't have a therapist. So to me, sex was how I let my stress out without hurting a woman, but just having sex. It was just for love, for comfort, for stability, because my mom wasn't there like that. I ain't have sisters that was around me like that. So I always was looking for like somebody to love me and treat me and tell a nigga he looked good, he beautiful. Even though I always thought I was ugly till I was like 27, 29. Nobody ever asked me that. Even when I got shot, I ain't have no therapy. So you know what I'm saying? So when I look at, Dre, how many women have you heard that probably have insecurity issues to this day that might have took it out on their kids, might have took it out on a man? So I'm only tracing the train of hurt and pain and saying this is where the hate comes from on different levels. You know what I'm saying? I was shot in my head by a Mexican man, but I don't hate Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Go ahead. All right. How do you feel about you today? Based on it depends on who I talk to. It depends on who I talk to. I'm talking to you. How do you? Because you and I've spoke a few times,
yes.
and you always mention the ugly thing. And I know hurt people.
Yeah.
That's a saying and it's a fact.
Yeah.
But now, where are you now with, because again, in order for you to receive the stuff that you want,
yeah,
you have to heal you, but you got to know how to go about it. You have to see how you view yourself. So yeah. I'm asking you, how do you feel about you today?
I think how I feel about me today. Today I'm 200% because I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not worried about the past, and those are one of the things that I think hurt me on stage a lot because I'm a very deep thinker, and I embrace energy from every different aspects of every animal energy, human energy. I collect energy, and if I might have a conversation with my mom, that might take me down a path from me being 9 years old and the bullshit I went through, and I'm dealing with it for months. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to learn how to live in the present and not in the past. So if you ask me how I'm doing as a person right now, I'm 100, 200%. When you ask me about past discretions of maybe hurting somebody, where I walked away and I wasn't this, I might say, hey, I'm about 65, 70%. I'm trying to get over the 80% where I fully 100% forgave myself. My son, mother got.
That's what I was going to say. You got to forgive you in order to get past that.
Yeah.
And then these are just things that I'm trying to, hopefully I'm helping you with. And I'm sure you've heard it before. I have this thing where I'm always I've had boyfriends who be like, oh, you still thinking about that? I'm like, why are you in my past? Because I'm not even there. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of my past, bringing up past boyfriends that I'm not even with, not even thinking about, because you're thinking about them. Right. So that makes no sense to me to do, because I can't change yesterday. Right. I can only deal with what I got going on today.
Right.
So right now I'm having a conversation with you, and the next 5 minutes, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right.
Okay? But I know consciously for me, whatever it's going to do, it's going to bring pleasure to me.
Yeah. I
choose not to live in sadness, sorrow, and everything. I get it. Because I'm writing a book about my life. I am. And I'm hoping it helps somebody. Because once you're born, we carry shit.
Right.
Call it shit. We carry shit that people put on you from the time you're born.
Right.
And by the time you start understanding who you are, you put your own shit on yourself.
Right.
But I don't want to walk in shit.
Right.
I don't want to be shit. I don't want to walk in shit. And I don't want to be nobody else's shit.
Right.
All right? What I want to be for me is excellent. I want to be cleaned and pure within myself. I need to love me. And I do that. As you see a lot of times, and most people will see on my live or whatever, I usually roll out by myself a lot. And it doesn't mean that I don't love people, because I do. When I'm out, I'm social. I love people. I really do. However, I won't allow other people to put their bullshit on me.
Right.
Whatever issues you have for you, I'll listen. I'll advise if I can.
Right.
And I will give you a little love if I can.
Right.
You said hate a lot. Hate was a word that was not even allowed in my household. My mother didn't allow us to hate. And I still carry that today. I don't hate anyone. What I do dislike is your ways.
Yeah.
So I dislike a person's ways. I'm not going to hate you. I'm going to love you because you're a child of God, whether you receive him or not. I'm going to love you for just being a child of God.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's okay. Do what you got to do.
But you know what I see, though? And I say this, and I only say it because I'm a conscious thinker, and I have realized that people live in two psychological worlds, right? They have the reality of what people want, what they want people to believe about them, what they actually believe about themselves. And sometimes you can be presenting yourself and not have that same kind of energy within yourself too. So people can say, hey, I'm living this, I'm doing this, and this is amazing. But it's like that deep hole that sometimes you can't crack that door. That's why one of the reasons why I jumped out of therapy is because sometimes I believe that some doors need to remain closed. They don't need to open. And, when they say, oh, you need to talk about that, you need to do this, you need to do that. I think some people open up doors that actually opens up more skeletons that then opens up more different kind of rooms. And those rooms need to stay shut. And it's okay to be present and say, hey, I'm doing good, I'm doing amazing, but you can't allow the devil to walk through that door. You know what I'm saying? And you can't open that door for anything. So what that means is it's like everybody having their limit, and like you being able to say, hey, I can maintain my cool, I can be okay. And then somebody else say something crazy to you. And you're like, okay, I maintain my cool, everything good. Somebody else say something crazy to you. You maintain your cool, and then somebody's going to get through that door like, fuck you, fuck everybody. And you're like, oh, why let y'all get me here? We within myself, me personally, I have to know that I have to be 100% sound and in control, and not even a 100% in the past. Like, you can't even have 4% living in the past. You got to be fully over everything. You got to be fully accepting of everything when it comes to your transgressions or even decisions that you make. Because we all have, oh, I made the wrong decision. You got to be able to live with everything, that every choice that you ever made or have made. Period. That's how it is.
Well, you got to own what you do. But see, when you talk about opening up those doors, in order for you to heal and to even get better, you even need to know where you came from.
Right.
So, you need to know. You just need to know, okay, well, that happened. And as far as control, we can only control as much as we possibly can, because there's some things that's just, like I always say, when I get dressed in today, I'm not one of those women that apply a whole bunch of makeup and do that. If that's your thing, that's wonderful for you. That's your control for you, and it makes you feel good.
Yes, ma'am.
But for me, if I get dressed up, and as long as when I left, I looked good for me, and I walked out that door, and then something happened to me, I can't control what happened to me when I walked out my house.
Right.
So that's something that's out of my control. So I just deal with whatever I have to deal with at that moment.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then again, you choose how you deal with whatever, your present, your past, or your future. You make the choice. You choose who you allow to move you.
Right.
As a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, somebody knocked down that door and then the devil. Okay, if the devil shows up, I don't have to let him in.
Right.
You got that choice. You got that power. You don't have to let that devil in.
Right.
Don't even give him your power.
Right.
Don't let him have any of it. You choose if you give somebody that power. See, I always say people I don't know, they can't really hurt me because you don't know me enough to hurt me.
Right.
You know who hurt me? The people that's close to me that I give a fuck about.
And that's the problem. That's the problem.
Those are the people. But even them.
Yeah.
You got to know how much to give them.
Right.
When you start feeling, when things are not moving or feeling your spirit the way that you need to be filled, you cut that off too.
Yes,
ma'am. Like if somebody's saying something to me that I don't even want to. Sometimes you got to have the hard conversations. I'm not saying not have hard conversations, because that's how you learn yourself, and that's how you also grow. Right. Sometimes we don't want to hear the truth about ourselves.
Right.
But it's something I've always done, even as a young girl. I wasn't allowed to spend the night over people's homes. My mother only let it, only if it was a family member. But I was allowed to have as many people as I want over. So I used to always have sleepovers. And I would have like 8 to 10 girls sleeping over my house. And half those girls couldn't stand each other. They didn't like each other for a reason or whatever. So I would have what I call the truth circle. I still do this today. I want to know, how do you see me and how do you perceive me? Sometimes it can come from a place of love. Sometimes it could come from a place of jealousy.
Yeah.
And I'm just learning now, when people who always got something to say about you or always trying to put you down or whatever, those are people that are normally jealous or envious of a personality character that you have.
Yeah.
Like you walk confident. So you're like, damn, she always got her shit together. That's confidence. So some people they want that. So because they want it, they don't have it because of their own insecurity. They feel some kind of way about you, but that's not your fault. You can't control that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So these are things you can't control.
Right.
But in my little circle my little sleepovers I used to have, I would say, I would tell a person, okay, say something nice about, just giving a name. Say something nice about Lisa. What is it you don't like about Lisa? And then they'll say it. Now tell me something you do like about Lisa. I would always do, and I do that today, even within my group of friends. Because you gotta unpack all of that sometimes. Right. You know? Because everybody's not in your life for the same reasons. We grab onto people for different reasons. You know, some gonna excel you. Some people you might be teaching. We just don't know. We were placed in people's lives for reasons and seasons. Right. And I believe that. Right. There's people that I truly love that I've had to let go. Right. I was in their life and they were in my life for a reason or a season. I was either there to teach them or they were here to teach me. I got my lesson. I moved on. Right. You know? Can't beat that, man. That's it. Definitely can't beat that. That's, you know, it's that's I think for me, I want to make sure I always stay in that space and stop. I was gonna say this earlier, you know, it's some people relapse off of not just drugs, they relapse off of enjoying their life. You know, they jump off the wagon to hate, they jump off the wagon to temptation, they jump off the wagon to fault. Like I say, I'm sorry a lot. That's like I say it a lot. I'm sorry, my bad, I'm sorry. And I remember I think it's just I just say it all the time. I think is my mom would always say, don't say you're sorry. But it's a reaction like if the door is shutting on you, I'm sorry, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just I do that even though consciously. Yeah. This is what my sister used to say. Never say I'm sorry, say I apologize. I apologize. Because when you say I'm sorry, listen to how that sounds almost. Right. Like, I do believe in giving words power. Right. I am sorry. Like, you can take that as I'm not enough. I'm not enough. But I apologize because that means I'm sincere about something that I just did. But you have to have literally done something where an apology is necessary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Going around saying, I'm sorry, you're not enough. But you are. Right. You are enough. So, you know, stop saying I'm sorry. My patient yesterday kept doing that. I'm working on her, and she needed to spit. I'm trying to, you know, pat cord, but her gums are bleeding. So her gums are bleeding. She can't control the gums. The doctor just finished drilling. I'm trying to pat cord, but your gums keep bleeding. I'm trying to stop the bleeding. She kept saying, I'm sorry. And I said, stop apologizing to me. What are you sorry about? You're laying here in the chair, backed up. You're comfortable. I'm digging in your mouth, and your gums are bleeding. Why are you acting like this? You know? So a lot, and sometimes, so we have to stop saying I'm sorry unless there's a reason. But I would never say I'm sorry. I apologize. Forgive me. My bad. Pardon me. Change the language. I think that's what it is that it's like when your teacher used to say tell you don't say ain't. Remember, don't say ain't. But it's ain't. And when you realize, like, I ain't say ain't, and your teacher be like, yes, you did. Like, I ain't say ain't. Did I say ain't? Yeah, you said ain't. Oh. And then it's like, right? Because we used to have a saying, don't say ain't because your mama gonna fade, your father gonna buy you, but your sister your brother gonna die, your sister gonna cry, your dog gonna call the FBI. It was a stupid little saying. We said, but I'm laughing because that was something we said as kids. It's weird though, because you know when you sit there and like I never thought I was a person that said ain't. So when the word I'm sorry, to me it's a different sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like I cheated on you, sorry. That's a sorry. You know, don't say you that sorry. You know, don't say if I hit you in the car, it's like shit, I'm sorry. No, if I hit you in the car, it's like, damn, man, my bad. No, because your dad was in front of me. I had to run you over. Like, why? Like, that's shit, I'm sorry. You know, I ain't really sorry.
Like I ain't sorry, but I'm sorry. I ain't that. So that's why I never looked at saying when I say I'm sorry. It's only when I say it so many times I realize I'm saying it no reason, and I'm not. I don't think I'm giving it power. I think I just put it into my vocabulary because I have words that I don't supposed to use in my vocabulary anyway. Shit. I don't know. I don't know the regular. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's how I kind of looked at it, and it's I have to maintain positive light, positive view. I gotta like it's sometimes it's very easy for me to retract to the craziness. It's like I went years without cussing and I didn't cuss. I mean, people would try me. I'm like, I don't cuss. People would try me. I don't cuss. People would try. I'm like, man, I'm gonna fuck you up. Leave me alone, dog. Like for real. And I learned that people would not. You had to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because people will fuck with you. And even when I do clean and I be clean, I don't cuss, and I be like, why am I over cussing? You know what I'm saying? Why I'm cussing? Sometimes people bring the bad out of you. And that's why I got to make sure I don't let people bring the bad out of you.
But therapists actually say the most healthiest people are people that do curse because I'm going to agree with that because for the longest time I also didn't curse. My strongest word was shit, and then I would change it to sugar. Even now I still say sugar out of habit. I say fudge instead of fuck. My girlfriend used to tease me, Yvette, stop it. You don't even know how to curse. Stop it. So they would always tease me, you don't know how to curse. And I'm like, but I do. And she said, sometimes, and I said, well, I don't think a lady, because I always consider myself a lady. She goes, I don't think ladies are supposed to use bad words like that. That don't sound nice coming out of a lady. She goes, Yvette, fuck is my favorite word. And sometimes fuck is the best word that fits for what I'm feeling right now. So fuck it. And I'll be like, okay. So even now when I curse, she cracks up laughing at me. She goes, Yvette, do it again. Do it again. She gets so excited. Because but I do. I sometimes even my boys when I didn't start cursing a lot until I moved here to Florida.
Okay.
Just driving down here, oh my goodness, I was cussing every time you turn around because these people don't know how to drive. So the language would come out because I'd be wanting to just run people over, metaphorically. But I don't, of course. So I started, but now I actually use fuck a lot, because she's right. It's a word that it fits what I'm feeling right now. Because, the frustration. So, but you say it and then you move on and get past it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I said it's that because before I would hold on. I would be so angry, I would hold on. Still trying to be like ladylike, not let person nervous when I'm upset. So I would hold on. But it would be festering and eating me up inside. So all I was hurting was me. That person that I was cussing out, they went on their day. They don't even know I'm still mad or upset about it or it's bothering me because they don't went on. It didn't bother them at all. It didn't do a damn. No, so that's why I live by the word that I was saying. Okay, I live in my moments. I have moments of life. I just came back from Jamaica and everybody's like, "Oh, did you have a good time?" And I was like, I had some good moments.
Wow.
Because there was a lot that was wrong with that trip, but there was a lot that was right with it too. So I have moments.
Well, I love your moments. Let me see. Since I'm gonna jump off, Miss Yvette. Hey, this is a video hold on, let me get my plug out. The C Students in Detention, comedian André Mulligan, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Sorry if it broke down on my Facebook. Y'all can check it out on my YouTube. I also go to my Instagram. Video lady, can you give us, because it's amazing to have you on, can you give us a message for the day to get people through to tomorrow? Give us a message for the day from you.
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm so honored. Now you put me on the spot.
Well, you was dropping, so let's see what you got.
All right. So as I just mentioned a minute ago, there's power in your words. So change your terminology and it will change your life. Never say you're broke, you're temporarily out of cash. Because if you stay broke in the state of mind, you'll stay broke. But if you're temporarily out of cash, some money will come. That's it.
There we go, man.
That works.
There we go.
Works for you. That's all I got.
Well, thank you very much, y'all. Hey, y'all make sure y'all listen. Check this episode out. It's really about hate, y'all. So y'all know, and you got to figure out the hate you have within, ma'am.
I said it's about love. It's about love.
You got to release everything. You can't have any kind of negative in your body as a form of negative. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's self-negativity, people negativity, life negativity. Negativity is negativity. So it's about evil and it's about positive versus love. And everything is overcome through love and forgiveness. You know, so you need to learn how to forgive yourself, because forgiveness is for you and not for them. So that's one thing you have to realize, and I'm learning. All right? All right, y'all. Catch y'all tomorrow. See Susan in Detention. Bye, video lady. Love you, lady.
Love you too.
All right, y'all. Thank you. We out of here, yo.
Bless up.
Bless up. Blessies. Look, hey, thanks for coming on, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love that, man. Everybody out this bitch.